We're excited to be here and start the day with you. I'm Alyx. I'm the Marketing Operations Manager at BayWa r.e, and I also lead kind of movement classes, yoga classes, mindfulness movement in Santa Fe, and also now virtually online. So it's nice to be with all of you. Feel free to find a comfortable seat. You can grab like a blanket or something to sit up on if it's not comfortable to just sit on your sit bones on the earth. I'm going to be leading us through just a nice gentle mindfulness movement this morning. So we'll go ahead and get started since it's a minute past. I'm going to have everybody come down onto their backs, actually. So just take up some space on the ground. Move the arms and legs away from the main line of your body. Press the back of your head down. And if it feels safe this morning, you can close your eyes. Allow your body to get heavy for a moment on the ground. And then here, noticing and becoming aware of the parts of your body that are touching the earth. And just with that awareness, if you can allow the earth to kind of hold you and support you, allow this sense of surrendering into the support of the ground. So letting those parts of your body that are touching the earth get really heavy. And then once you kind of connect to those parts of your body that are touching the actual ground, allowing those parts of your body to become active. So it's like this pushing into the earth through the parts of your body that are touching the ground. So maybe pressing down through the upper shoulders and the upper back. Maybe pressing down into the earth through the elbows, through the back of the hands. Maybe pressing down through the earth, through the tailbone and the back of your legs, through the heels. So it's just feeling that claiming, that muscle engagement on the earth, feeling your strength. And we're just going to find 2 more deep breaths here. On the bottom of your second exhalation, with control, nice and gently bringing a foot at a time to the ground. And we'll just come onto one side and very gently kind of press up to a seat. So as you press up to a seat, you can either sit just with your actual hips on the ground, or you can pop your hips up and let your arms just rest out from your shoulders. So we can allow the palms to either rotate down over our knees for more grounding expression, or we can let our palms kind of rotate open for a more opening expression. And then again, if it feels safe to close your eyes, you can let your eyes close here, or you can just find a soft gaze out on the earth in front of you. And maybe just rock from right to left, kind of feeling your body weight shift into each sit bone. And then allow your weight to shift forward and back. So it's like you're moving the weight into the forward into the sit bones, forward into the front of the pelvis, and then backward into the back of the sit bones. And kind of just shifting that awareness. And then we'll come back to kind of neutrality in the body. And just as we did when we were laying down, just bringing your awareness to the parts of your body that are touching the earth. And if for a few moments, you can just allow that softening, that surrender. No need to hold yourself up. And then starting to find a little more engagement. So you're pressing into the parts of your body that are touching the earth. You're finding that muscle engagement, that integrity. And just noticing how that feels. Noticing if there's any sensations or emotions that kind of come up with that feeling of activating down and pressing down. And let's just let our hands drop down beside our body. And you can open the eyes if that feels comfortable. And inhale, we'll sweep the arms out nice and wide, taking up a lot of space, letting the palms touch. And with the exhale, we'll twist to our right. So we're resting our left palm to our right knee. Our right palm is walking behind our right hip or behind our spine. You're going to take a full breath in and sit up really tall in your spine, letting the chin just naturally open away from the chest. And with the exhale, we're going to just find that gentle twist over that right shoulder. And we're doing that 2 more times here. And last one. Good, and then we're taking our left palm, we're stretching it to the ground inside of our right knee, and then just lengthening it out as we drop our upper body. So as each of you do this, keep your left outer hip anchored down as you let your head get heavy. Take a full breath in, and then find a full breath out. And then inhale, climb yourself through center and let yourself fold over your legs. Just drop the head. Allow your hips to stay anchored. Press down through, once again, the parts of your body that are touching the earth. And then inhale, roll up, wrap the palms around the knees, and exhale, take the chin back into the chest. Continue to lean back into the back of the sit bones as you allow your head to get heavy and your spine to get long. And then with your inhale, let's come forward really wide in the chest. Let the elbows come into the body, let the chin lift from the chest. And then exhale again, press back, rounding through the spine, low belly in. One more, inhale, come forward, collarbone opening, elbows coming into the body, and then exhale, round backwards. And then inhale, come forward. Just change the cross of our legs here. Drop our arms down once again beside our body. Inhale, take the arms up nice and wide. Find a lot of space. And then exhale, twisting to your left. So your right palm to your left knee, left palm walking behind your tail, behind your hip rather, or behind your spine. Sitting up nice and tall with the inhale, invite the shoulders to relax. And then twisting and rinsing with the exhale over that left shoulder. And we'll just find 2 more mindful breaths here. So we're staying aware of the breath in the body. And then we're turning ourselves back to the inside of our left knee, placing our left palm outside of our thigh, stretching our right arm out, dropping the chin to the chest. Allowing the head to be heavy and hopefully lengthening up that left side body, or right side body, excuse me. And then inhale, coming back through center. Maybe coming to the tips of our fingertips this morning as we drop our head. So we're just allowing the body, the whole body to soften here. It's that give and take of surrender into the earth. And then pressing down through the parts of your body that are touching the earth. Feeling that claiming of space on the ground as you slowly walk up, letting the palms wrap around the knees again. And exhale, taking the chin into the chest, rounding into the spine. And then inhale, rocking forward, chest opens, chin can lift from chest. So we're just doing that 2 more times with noticing more this morning how it's feeling in your body rather than how it's particularly looking in your body. Good, and then we're settling into a natural space and allowing the eyes to just close for a moment. Seeing if we can pick up on any shifts in the body, energetically, emotionally, mentally, physically. And then we'll take our hands back behind us as we let our eyes open, uncross our legs. I'd like you to walk your feet really wide and just start to let the knees windshield wiper out. So in this expression, you're allowing the heels to anchor down as you windshield wiper out the legs. And you have that option to kind of turn your hips towards the direction that your knees are going. And then we'll come up, we'll bring our legs around and come to tabletop. Spreading the hands nice and wide underneath the elbows and shoulders. Allow the tops of your feet and your shins and your knees to press down. And keep the gaze down at the earth. Feel the back of the neck get nice and long out from your shoulders. And with your exhalation, press into your hands and around the spine skyward. And with your inhalation, let the belly come down to the earth. Let the gaze come forward as the tailbone and the crown of your head lifts. And we're just moving through this 4 more times. And really articulating the movement as we articulate the breath in the body. So noticing how this is feeling. Noticing if you can allow a little bit of extra extension through each shape for more sensation. And we'll find 1 more breath here. And we'll breathe into a neutral spine. Let the legs come around in front of you. Allow the feet to stay nice and wide. Let your palms come underneath your knees, onto your shins. And just really open up here through the chest. Good, and then with the exhalation, we'll reach our arms forward past our knees. Make sure you have space behind you as you just slowly roll down onto your bed. So right where we started our class, we'll let the palms rotate open to the ceiling, and we'll allow the legs to extend out as we kind of roll the chest underneath the heart. And maybe just let the body become limp for a moment. Sometimes we need to wiggle our feet to relax our lower legs and upper legs. Sometimes we need to draw our pelvis from right to left to really let the sit bones relax and the front hips release. Allow them to release their grip. And then let the belly get nice and full. Maybe just wiggling here through the shoulders. Rolling the tips of the shoulders back. Turning the head from right to left. I'd like each of you to just imagine that your head is like 5,000 pounds heavier than it is. And then really press all sides of the back of the head into the ground. Come back through center and just soften. Close the eyes, or just let a gaze come out past the tip of your nose. Once again, bring your awareness to those parts of your body that are touching the earth, that are actually making contact with the ground. And for these next few breaths, can you allow that the body to just soften? It's that receiving, the earth kind of receiving your physical body. And then bringing your awareness once again to those parts of your body that are touching the ground. And can you really actively press into those parts of the body? Feel that muscle engagement. Feel the strength that you have physically, energetically, emotionally. And with that strength, we'll come to a side. We'll roll up really gently. Crossing one leg in front of the other. Letting the arms come out from the shoulders. Letting the elbows come back into the body. Feeling the weight center in the four corners of the sit bones. Once again, making that contact, that mindful connection of earth to your body. And I thank each of you for joining me this morning. Hopefully that helped in some way, energetically, emotionally, mentally, as you move into your day. If it's in your practice, palms can meet at the heart, and the teacher in light within me bows and honors the teacher in light within you. And to that we say namaste. Thank you guys. Have a great morning.